No fake tips going on here. There we go. 0 to 100, 3.7 seconds. Those... What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today I'm taking you around the 2025 facelifted Porsche Cayenne Turbo E-Hybrid. And we already did the Turbo E-Hybrid with the GT package. We don't get the real, like, proper GT anymore in Europe, but a GT package is supposed to sort of sharpen up the handling and make it a little bit more aggressive. This is the regular Cayenne Turbo E-Hybrid. It does have a few GT-ish options, which we'll talk about, but it is the regular Turbo E-Hybrid. So today I'm going to show you around it. We'll take a look at the spec, show you the interior. We'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. So we've got a dark grey Cayenne today. I think it's a very handsome car. We've got the coupe today. I like the regular SUV shape better, but the spec is really nice with a bit of carbon fiber here at the front. We've got the new lights, of course, for the facelift. Turbo specific grille with bigger air intakes for more air. We've got these GT wheels. These are the GT design wheels. It's not the blue wheel that you get on a proper GT, but it is the same design. 22-inch wheels, and this is a 285 at the front. And we've got a 315 tire at the rear, Continental Sport Contact 7, really good tire. Behind that we've got the optional carbon ceramic brakes, and we've got air suspension on this car, which is really good. Carbon mirror caps as well, carbon roof as an option, which is nice. We've got a little bit of a spoiler here, but you don't get like the winglet thing that you get on the GT package. And at the rear you get another little spoiler here, a diffuser which is optional with the carbon fiber, and the GT style exhaust with the two central mounted tailpipes. This is a proper exhaust, no fake tips going on here, in this dark bronze basically, and it's a regular stainless exhaust, so you don't get the titanium back box that you get on a Cayenne Turbo GT package or a GT, which is an Krapovich exhaust. This is a regular stainless, but it does sound really good. You've got a light bar running across the rear, of course, and rear space, really good. So this is a big car, of course, but this is super spacious. A lot of space underneath the seat there for your feet, which makes it very comfortable. You don't really see anything because the seats are very big, but it is nice and comfy, and you've got a bit of bolstering going on, and this gorgeous fabric, like the Pepita fabric from Porsche, which is super nice. Yeah, I like this interior. Nice leather as well, a couple of cup holders here. This is really good. It's a nice family car. Burmester audio also optionally. And let's take a look at the engine, because it is a turbo E-hybrid, meaning that we've got the 4-liter V8 bi-turbo engine, delivering 600 horsepower, 800 newton meters of torque. Add to that 176 horsepower from an electric motor. You've got 739 horsepower in total and 950 newton meters of torque, which is enough to propel this 2600 kilo car to 100 in 3.7 seconds, which is nuts. 295 km/h top speed. This is a really complex powertrain with the 8-speed Tiptronic S automatic gearbox, but it works. It really works. The hybrid part of it is really nice because, yeah, it's integrated very well. And of course we've got the Pepita here on the front seats as well, and front seats are really good. Yeah, you've seen that they are very high, so that is nice. High shoulders as well. Turbo logo there on the headrest. And yeah, this is such a nice car to drive, just to use around town on little trips. It's so comfy, and it feels like a very nice companion on trips. I don't know how else to describe it. It feels like nothing is too much for this car. Like it can do anything, which is really cool. It also has the RaceBox steering wheel, so that's this Alcantara basically, and on the roof as well, the headliner, super nice. It's a very nice spec, a little bit of carbon fiber here. And if we start it up, you start up in e-power mode, and you can switch with the button to go to hybrid, for instance. Well, you have an off-road mode as well, so it raises up the air suspension, but hybrid is like your daily thing. It switches between electric and internal combustion. Then you go to sport, air suspension drops down, suspension goes to sport, exhaust valves open up, and then you go to Sport Plus, which is the most aggressive setting, and then you can choose your suspension there as well. Sport Plus is very hard, and that's the benefit of this air suspension, that it can get like proper low and also pretty damn firm. So I don't know if it's not lowering because my door's open. Yeah, so now it lowers. Let me just have a look at how low it actually goes. So this is the lowest mode. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, so the sound, listen to that. It's not super loud, but a little bit of a burble. I like it. It sounds deep, dark. It doesn't sound fake. There's not a ton of fake sound being pumped into the cabin, which is also great. But it's also not obnoxiously loud on the exterior for other people. Like you're not an asshole. It just sounds like a V8 Cayenne, which is good. So of course we're going for Sport Plus on the B road, and traction control off. You get active anti-roll bars, you get Porsche torque vectoring, diff at the rear, you get rear wheel steering, everything just there to make you feel like the car is smaller and lighter than it actually is, which it does work, especially on a B road. I mean, the cornering and just throwing it around, it's really not bad. It's actually very impressive for a car this big and heavy. And of course you've got that power, which just takes away a lot of the weight as well. It feels much smaller and lighter than it actually is. Unless you start braking, that's when you really feel that weight coming behind you. It's not bad. It's got the carbon ceramics, so braking performance is actually very good. It's just a little bit difficult to modulate. They're not that consistent because you have the regen going on and downshifting when you come to a halt. And sometimes it can be a little bit jerky. Other than that, it's perfectly fine. The braking performance is really good, and I would definitely recommend going for the ceramics on a car like this, because the speeds that you reach with it are just so high, and the weight, it's like 2,600 kilos. I think it's a good addition. So launch control, there we go. 0 to 100, 3.7 seconds. We did 3.6. Now the Turbo GT, which is, well, the Turbo GT package, which sits above this one, does 3.6 and has a top speed of 305. So that is like the big daddy. This is a little bit less of an aggressive package. Well, that's mainly the suspension, which is 10 millimeters higher than the Turbo GT package. Other than that, it's not that big of a difference. You get the carbon ceramics as standard, but this car also has those. So it does send quite a bit of power to the rear, as any Porsche should. All right, so let's hit the Autobahn. Man, it does still impress me the way that they've been able to get these SUVs to work, because not that long ago this would be absolutely unimaginable that this car would be able to do this. So now it would be a good idea to switch the suspension. So we're going to go for Sport Plus with sport suspension for the Autobahn. There it is, which just immediately takes out those little bit harsh reactions to the road surface, which is great. That's the benefit of that air suspension. It is so good. So how does it compare to all the other super SUVs we've driven? The DBX, Audi RSQ8, BMW X5M. I think this is probably the most capable one. It has the best connection, especially the GT package, I think, is the craziest handling SUV. That's 295 around the top speed of the car. The DBX 707, also very impressive car, but a lot more expensive. But I feel like this car strikes a really good balance between sporty and daily comfort. I also think it's a handsome car, but I don't know if I would pass on that RSQ8 performance that we drove recently, because I also really like that car, and it's even more free from pretension, and it offers almost the same package, of course, with the same V8. So yeah, it's up to you if you want to pay the premium for the Porsche badge. I do think that this is a little bit better handling. 100 to 200 we did 8:01, which was also pretty damn quick. There is one thing though that you can also do at Porsche, which is buy a GTS, which has the same V8 with 500 horsepower. And it weighs almost 400 kilos less than this. So that might actually be the driver's choice. This offers a lot more power though than that car. 739 is serious, and on the Autobahn it is very very quick. But if you drive it in a regular country, like on regular highways or on regular country roads or in the city, and you floor this car, it is so quick, and it obliterates everything around you. And that is very cool about having this turbo power, this turbo e-hybrid power, because it just takes off. You kick down like this, it shifts down, you get e-boost, and it's so quick and unrelenting as well. It just keeps going. But again, you know, this is fun when you drive on the Autobahn a lot or regularly, or at least a couple times a year. But in the real world, I mean, isn't this a little bit too much? I do believe that this is too much, that you don't need this, that the car is not a better car for it. It would arguably be better with a little bit less power, that you can use a little bit more. Hence my fascination with that GTS, which weighs almost 400 kilos less. I think that might actually be the pick of the range. I love that this exists though, don't get me wrong. The fact that I'm doing this in an SUV, 290 through a corner here, 288, is amazing. And the power delivery is incredible. The hybrid part of it is great. It actually doesn't go any faster than this. Is this a limiter? I think so. It's like 5900 RPM. 295. An incredible car. It will do everything you throw at it, and it is unfazed. It is an insane piece of equipment, and we've driven it for almost a week, and you just start to appreciate the broadness of the ability of the car, because you use it for everything and it does everything so easily, so well. I mean, it better do everything so well for this money, but still, amazing car. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. Check out this review of the turbo e-hybrid with the GT package. Check out this playlist, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.